A businesswoman who came to the UK and is suspected of poisoning two schoolgirls in Colombia with chocolate-covered raspberries is saved from the Thames. After being rescued from the River Thames, a businesswoman suspected of using poisoned chocolate-covered raspberries to kill two Colombian schoolgirls has been located. Zulma Guzman Castro, a suspected double killer, was hauled out of the river near Battersea Bridge in West London early on Tuesday in an alleged act of vengeance following a covert relationship with one of the victim's father. Castro is accused of killing two schoolgirls by poisoning the fruit with a colorless and odorless heavy chemical thallium. Only a few days after consuming the delectable delicacy on April 3rd, Inés de Bedout, 14, and her close companion, Emilia Ferrero, 13, unfortunately passed away in the hospital. Castro disputes that the two girls were killed. Earlier this month, authorities issued an Interpol red notice to locate Castro, cautioning that after leaving Colombia, the fugitive had traveled to Brazil, Spain, and the UK. According to The Sun, it is believed that Castro arrived in Britain on November 11th and that the National Crime Agency was actively looking for her. Police were called at 06:45 HRs on Tuesday, December 16th, to reports of a woman in distress on Battersea Bridge. A Met Police spokesperson told the Mail, "A woman in her 50s was pulled from the water by the Met's Marine Policing Unit at 7.14 hours. She was taken to hospital, where her injuries have since been determined to be neither life-threatening nor life-altering." In order to apprehend Castro, Colombian law enforcement has now asked UK police for aid. It is believed that earlier this week, Westminster Magistrates Court issued an arrest warrant. Castro will be detained and brought before Westminster magistrates for an extradition hearing if she is deemed fit. Pedro Ferrero, Emilia's distraught father, shared a painful social media message earlier this month. Pedro added, 14 years ago, a life of hopes, joys, and dreams began, a life that filled a family, a father and a mother, just before it became known that Colombian authorities had a suspect for the horrific crime. However, it was more than just the happiness of someone else's life. It was the start of the life of a wonderful person with aspirations, plans, and dreams. It is unbelievable to me as a father that someone could have taken this away. She did not simply rob me of my aspirations, hopes, and opportunities as a father. She also denied me the chance to be a grandfather, father-in-law, and all the other roles a parent might play. She denied my daughter the chance to be a professional, a wife, a mother, a daughter, and a girlfriend. After school, the girls were allegedly hanging out in a fancy apartment in Bogota, Colombia, with an older brother and another friend when they had the lethal desert, which was allegedly contaminated with extremely harmful poison. The colorless, odorless, and tasteless material is frequently utilized in production of semiconductors, electronics, optical lenses, alloys, and radiation detection devices. Before being given to the females on April 3rd of this year, it was purportedly injected straight into the raspberries. Colombian media reports that Inés and Emilia passed away 4 days later. "Daughter, you will always be the greatest love I could ever feel as a father," Ferrero said in a heartbreaking statement that included a picture of Emilia as a baby. "I will carry this love with me until the end of my life, and no girlfriend or wife could ever produce the love I felt when I had you. I will always and forever love you. You are missed. I apologize for not being able to shield you from this dysfunctional environment. I am happy to have you in my life, despite the pain. Even if it's just in my fantasies, I hope to receive one final embrace from you." Castro allegedly sent the lethal desert using a courier service, according to the prosecution, before prosecutors brought in Interpol to assist in the arrest of Castro, who was allegedly having an affair with Inés' father, Juan de Bedout. Authorities in Colombia have been trying to figure out how the teenagers perished. According to local media, the businesswoman who started Carbee, an electric car rental firm, may have poisoned the girls in an attempt to get revenge on her ex-boyfriend. Following the event 7 months ago, the 21-year-old brother, one of the victims, and another teenage girl who consumed the poisoned raspberries were admitted to the hospital. Both made out alive, although the daughter reportedly had long-term health issues. The poison was first connected to the poisoning of Alexander Litvinenko, a former Russian spy who passed away in a London hospital in November 2006.